Welcome dear student. Today we are going to start a new topic and the name of our topic is holding company. In this chapter we have to basically see two types of company. One is holding company and second one we will see the subsidiary company. One of the most important chapter of financial accounting which is included in the syllabus of many courses. So first of all in this chapter we will see the meaning of holding company. What do you mean by holding company? Because in this chapter we will see the two types of company. One is holding company which we will say as a H company and second one is the subsidiary company which we will call as S company. It is a short form holding company H company and subsidiary company S company. So first of all we will see what is the meaning of what is holding company. Means what do you mean by holding company? So for this let us take one example. Assume that there are two companies and the name of both the companies are X Limited and Y Limited. Suppose Y Limited has a share capital of rupees 10 lakh. Every company has a share capital, and if we see the share capital of rupees 10 lakh in terms of number, to assume in terms of number it is 10,000 shares. In terms of number it is 10,000 shares. It means Y Limited has a share capital of rupees 10 lakh and in terms of number means number of shares it has 10,000 shares. Now the case comes X Limited and Y Limited. Both are different companies. In every company, whether it is X Limited or whether it is Y Limited, there are board of directors. There are board of directors. Whether it may be Y Limited or it may be X Limited, every company has its board of directors. Board of directors are elected by shareholder. Board of directors are elected by shareholders. It means whether it be X Limited or it be Y Limited. Suppose in Y Limited there are 7 board of directors and in X Limited there are 5 board of directors. So whether it be 5 or it be 7, whether it be X Limited or Y Limited, the board of directors are elected by shareholder. It means the shareholders are the owner of the company. Because whenever the company requires capital, they issue the share in the market. And whoever want to purchase the share, they have to pay some money to the company because every share has the face value. Suppose X Limited has issued a share in the market and the share has a face value of rupees 10. And if we want to purchase the shares of X Limited, so if we want to purchase one share, we have to give 10 rupees to X Limited. So in this case, the shareholders are known as the owner of the company because whether it be X Limited or Y Limited or any company, the company which has the capital, it is the money of the shareholder. So that's why shareholders are known as the owner of the company because they give money to the company and money run the business because of their money. So that's why the shareholder are termed as the owner of the company. Now, suppose one company has 1,000 shareholders. Let us take X Limited has 1,000 shareholders. Now, each and every shareholder does not have time to come and manage the business run by the company. So what does shareholder do? Shareholder elect means they select the board of director to look after the business of the company. Suppose X Limited has 1,000 shareholders. What they will do? 1,000 shareholders will elect 5 board of director or 6 board of director or 7 board of director. And what this board of directors will do? Board of directors will manage the company. Whatever decision will be taken in the company will be by the board of director. whatever decision, from where to purchase, whom to sell, at what price the company will sell the product, from where it will purchase, whom they will allow the credit, from where they will purchase on credit. So all the decisions in the company are taken by the board of director. So that's why board of director are also known as managers of the company. So shareholders are the owner of the company and board of directors are the manager of the company. So hope so you have clear the term what do you mean by shareholder, what do you mean by board of director. So once again, suppose कि X Limited have 1000 shareholder, all the shareholder does not have time to come and run the business of the company. So what does shareholder do? Shareholder elect the board of director and board of director manage the business, manage the company on behalf of the shareholder. It means the shareholders are the owner of the company and board of directors are the manager of the company. Now the thing comes. Any decision in the company, whatever the decision, it will be taken by the board of director. Sometime they will consult shareholder whether we should take the decision or not, or sometime they will don't consult. So normally whatever the decision is taken in the company, they are taken by the board of director. Now the thing comes, whether it be X Limited or it be Y Limited. Here also there are board of director in X Limited and Y Limited also has the board of director. Any decision, whether it will be taken in X Limited or whether it will be taken in Y Limited, will be taken by their board of director. Suppose X Limited has 5 board of director, so they will take decision in X Limited, and Y Limited has 7 board of director, so they will take decision in Y Limited. Now the thing comes, there are two different companies, how they will termed as holding company and subsidiary company. The total share capital of Y Limited is rupees 10 lakh, and in terms of number of share, Y Limited has 10,000 shares. Correct? What we have seen earlier also, that Y Limited has a share capital of rupees 10 lakh, and in terms of number, they have the 10,000 shares. Suppose X Limited wants to have some power in Y Limited. X Limited wants to have some power in Y Limited. Normally, whatever the company will be, whether it will be X Limited or Y Limited or any company, the power lies in the hands of board of director. If X Limited want to have some power in Y Limited, so what they have to do? X Limited has to be in the board of directors of Y Limited. If X Limited comes in the board of directors of Y Limited, then only X Limited can have the voting power or more power in Y Limited. So suppose there are 7 board of directors in Y Limited. They all are from Y Limited because the way X Limited has 1000 shareholders, suppose that Y Limited also has 500 shareholders. 500 shareholders. And what these 500 shareholders have done? They have elected 7 board of directors to look after the management of the Y Limited. But X Limited want to have the voting rights. Voting rights means want to have some power in Y Limited. So if X Limited want to have some power in Y Limited, X Limited has to be in the board of directors of Y Limited. Now the thing comes, how X Limited will enter in board of directors of Y Limited, or how X Limited will have their board of directors in Y Limited. So there is one simple trick. X Limited has to purchase the shares of Y Limited. Total number of shares of Y Limited is how much? 10,000. 10,000 shares of Y Limited. If X Limited wants some voting power in Y Limited, so first of all, X Limited has to purchase, has to acquire and purchase both are same word, has to acquire some shares of Y Limited. Now, Y Limited has total number of shares 10,000. Correct? Suppose X Limited has purchased 6,000 shares of Y Limited. Now, here is an example. Suppose X Limited has purchased 6,000 shares of Y Limited. Total number of shares by Y Limited was how much? 10,000. But out of it, 6,000 is now acquired by X Limited, and how much remains with Y Limited? 4,000 remains with Y Limited. Y Limited means different shareholders of Y Limited. So here X Limited has 6,000 shares out of 10,000 of Y Limited, and the remaining 4,000 shares is with different shareholders of Y Limited. If we calculate the percentage, that how much percentage of shares X Limited has of Y Limited, suppose 10,000 is 100%. 10,000 is 100%. If we take 6,000 shares is how much percent and 4,000 shares is how much percent? So 6,000 shares is 60% and 4,000 shares is 40%. It means out of 10,000 shares of Y Limited, 6,000 is owned by X Limited and 4,000 is owned by Y Limited. And if we calculate in terms of percentage, so in terms of percentage, X Limited has 60% shares of Y Limited and Y Limited has 40% shares by different shareholders, which is acquired by different shareholders. Here, if any company purchase more than 50% shares of other company, here X Limited has purchased how much share? 6,000 shares, and 6,000 shares is more than 50%. Okay, if any company purchase or acquire more than 50% shares of another company, then such company is known as holding company and other company is known as subsidiary company. It means X Limited has purchased how much percent shares? X Limited has purchased 60% shares of Y Limited. So X Limited has purchased 60% shares of Y Limited. So X Limited is holding company, which we can say X company, and Y Limited is subsidiary company. So this is the concept of holding company and subsidiary company. Again, suppose there are two companies, X Limited, Y Limited. Y Limited has share capital of rupees 10 lakh, and in terms of number, Y Limited has 10,000 share. This is the complete scenario of Y Limited. That they have the share capital of 10 lakh and they have number of share 10,000 share. Suppose there are 500 shareholders in Y Limited. They have elected the board of director to look after the management of the Y Limited. Now come to X Limited. X Limited also have 5 board of director and they were elected by the shareholder. Suppose X Limited has 1,000 shareholder and they have elected 5 board of director to manage the company. Because shareholders are known as owner of the company and board of directors are known as manager of the company. So whatever decision will be taken in the company, whether it will be X Limited or Y Limited, it will be taken by the board of director. Now suppose X Limited want some power in Y Limited. If X Limited wants some power in Y Limited, then X Limited has to acquire the board of directors of Y Limited. Board of directors are selected by whom? Shareholder. If X Limited becomes the major shareholder of Y Limited, if X Limited becomes the major shareholder of Y Limited, then board of directors of Y Limited will be selected by X Limited. If X Limited become the major shareholder, suppose there are 10,000 shares. If X Limited has more than 50% share, more than 50% means 5,500 share, 6,000 share, 7,000 share, 8,000 share of Y Limited, then X Limited become the major shareholder of Y Limited. And once X Limited become the major shareholder of Y Limited, then whatever the board of directors of Y Limited, it will be selected by X Limited. Why? Because X Limited becomes their major shareholder. We will take one example. We have already taken that Y Limited has the 10,000 share. So 10,000 shares of Y Limited. Suppose X Limited purchase 6,000 share. What is written here? X Limited has purchased 6,000 shares of Y Limited. If X Limited has purchased 6,000 shares and remaining 4,000 shares will be remained with Y Limited. Now, if we calculate in terms of percentage, so what we will see, this 10,000 is 100%. 6,000 is 60% and 4,000 is 40%, which means that total number of shares of Y Limited was 10,000, out of which 6,000 is with X Limited and now the 4,000 remains with the Y Limited. It means 60% of the shares is acquired by X Limited and 40% of the shares has remained with Y Limited. The company which has more than 50% shares, the company which has more than 50% shares, they are known as holding company and another company is known as subsidiary company. Now X Limited has 60% shares of Y Limited, so X Limited will be known as holding company of Y Limited. In market there are various companies, but it means not that X Limited is holding company of all the company. X Limited will be holding company of which company? Of Y Limited. Because X Limited has purchased the shares of Y Limited. If X Limited will purchase the shares of another company, for example A Limited or B Limited or C Limited, and if X Limited acquire more than 50% shares of all those companies, then X Limited will be holding company of all those companies. But here we have taken an example only two companies, X Limited and Y Limited. In short, Y Limited has how much share? 10,000 share, out of which 6,000 shares were acquired by X Limited and 4,000 shares have remained with Y Limited. It means X Limited has acquired more than 50% shares of Y Limited, so X Limited will be called as holding company and Y Limited will be called as subsidiary company. And once X Limited becomes holding company, then whatever the holding company will say, subsidiary company will do. Because once X Limited become the holding company, they will select the board of directors of the subsidiary company. It means once X Limited has acquired more than 50% shares of Y Limited, then board of directors of Y Limited will be selected by X Limited, because X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is subsidiary company. So this is an example, and now we will see what we have written. What is holding company? Holding company, short form H company, is one which control another company, subsidiary company, S company. It means holding company is one which control another company. Means holding company is one type of company which control another company. Holding company and the company which it control, it is known as subsidiary company. Here also we have seen that X Limited control Y Limited, so X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is another company which we have termed as subsidiary company. Okay. Next, a company can control another company by controlling its board of director. I have said you earlier, if X Limited want to control Y Limited, so X Limited has to control Y Limited board of director. And how X Limited can control the board of director? By purchasing majority of shares. So here also the same has been written. A company can control another company if any company want to control another company by controlling its board of director. They can easily control another company by controlling their board of director, because board of director look after day-to-day activities of the companies. So here the same has been written. A company can control another company by controlling its board of directors. Next, this can be done. Now they have told how one company can control another company. This can be done by any company by acquiring more than 50% of the voting power, equity share / preference share of another company. This can be done by any company by acquiring more than 50% of the voting power. I have told you earlier also, if any company want to control another company, means X Limited want to control Y Limited, then how X Limited control Y Limited? X Limited has to acquire more than 50% share. In our example, X Limited has acquired how much percent share? 60%. So here X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is subsidiary company, and X Limited will have control on Y Limited. Here also they have written that this can be done by any company by acquiring more than 50% of the voting power, equity shares / preference share. Means if one company want to control another company, they can easily control. How? By controlling their board of director. And how they can control their board of director? By acquiring more than 50% shares. So this can be done by any company by acquiring more than 50% of the voting power, equity shares / preference share of another company. So what we have seen here, holding company is one which control another company subsidiary company. Holding company means a company which control another company. So holding company is one which control another company, and that another company is known as subsidiary company. Next, a company can control another company by controlling its board of director. One company can control another company by controlling their board of director. And how they can control their board of director? This can be done by any company by acquiring more than 50% of the voting power, equity share / preference share of another company. Means if one company want to control another company, they can easily do so by controlling their board of director. But how they can control their board of director? If the company will acquire more than 50% shares of another company. So if X Limited want to have some voting power in Y Limited, if X Limited want to control the board of directors of Y Limited, so X Limited has to purchase more than 50% shares of Y Limited. So if Y Limited has 10,000 shares, and if X Limited want to control Y Limited, so X Limited have to purchase more than 5,000 shares. More than 5,000, it will be equal to more than 50%. In example also we have taken that Y Limited has 10,000 shares, X Limited has acquired 60% share, which is equal to 6,000 shares of Y Limited. So X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is subsidiary company. Next, Companies Act 2013 says a holding company has to prepare a combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss, combined cash flow statement of its own and its subsidiary. Once the company become holding company, they have to prepare combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss account and combined cash flow statement. Before earlier, X Limited and Y Limited were two different companies. There are no connection. But once X Limited become holding company and Y Limited become subsidiary company, it is the duty of X Limited to prepare combined balance sheet. Combined balance sheet means they do not have to prepare separate balance sheet of X Limited and separate balance sheet of Y Limited. They do not have to prepare separate P&L of X Limited and separate P&L of Y Limited. They do not have to prepare separate cash flow statement of X Limited and separate cash flow statement of Y Limited. Once they become holding company and subsidiary company, which we have seen in our case that X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is subsidiary company because X Limited has acquired more than 50% share. That's why X Limited has become holding company and Y Limited has become subsidiary company. And once this connection arises, this relation arises that one company is holding company and another company is subsidiary company, what the Companies Act 2013 says? The Companies Act 2013 says a holding company has to prepare, holding company in our case is X Limited. Holding company has to prepare a combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss, combined cash flow statement of its own and its subsidiary. So once the relation arises between holding company and subsidiary company, the holding company has to prepare combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss and combined cash flow statement. Combined means they do not have to prepare separate balance sheet, separate P&L and separate cash flow statement. They will prepare it combined. Next, what we have seen here is expressed in terms of symbol that H company has more than 50% shares of S company. More than 50% shares of S company. It means that H company has acquired more than 50% shares of S company. As soon as the H company acquire more than 50% shares of S company, what the Companies Act says that the holding company has to prepare its own balance sheet. Own balance sheet plus balance sheet of Y Limited, P&L of Y Limited and cash flow statement of Y Limited, and that should be combined. It means there will not be two separate balance sheet, there will not be two separate profit and loss account, and there will not be two separate cash flow statement. They will prepare combined balance sheet, they will prepare combined profit and loss account, and they will prepare combined cash flow statement. So holding company means who have acquired more than 50% shares of subsidiary company. Okay, holding company own balance sheet, combined balance sheet, profit and loss and cash flow statement. That the holding company has to prepare combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss and cash flow statement, and this combined balance sheet is also known as consolidated balance sheet. When we will solve the question of this chapter, in many questions we will see that they will ask us to prepare a consolidated balance sheet. So consolidated balance sheet means the combined balance sheet of both the company, of holding company and subsidiary company. So combined balance sheet is known as consolidated balance sheet, and most of the question will come on consolidated balance sheet. Rarely the question comes on consolidated profit and loss account and consolidated cash flow statement. Normally the question which we will see will come on consolidated balance sheet. What is written in bracket down? If holding company if holding company if holding company acquires more than 50% shares, then only consolidated balance sheet is prepared. Means if holding company acquire more than 50% share, then only holding company will prepare consolidated balance sheet. It means if X Limited, which we have taken in our case as holding company, and Y Limited as subsidiary company. Why X Limited is known as holding company? Because X Limited has acquired more than 50% shares of Y Limited. So X Limited become the holding company and Y Limited become the subsidiary company. And if it acquire more than 50% share, then only he will prepare, or X Limited will prepare which balance sheet? The consolidated balance sheet. So this is our case. What we have seen, what is holding company? The holding company is one which control another company, subsidiary company. Holding company is the company which control another company. Next, a company can control another company by controlling its board of director. How can one company control another company? By controlling their board of director. Now the question comes, how they can control their board of director? This can be done by any company by acquiring more than 50% of the voting power, equity shares as preference share of another company. One company, for example X Limited, can easily control the board of directors of Y Limited by acquiring more than 50% share. Once X Limited acquire more than 50% shares of Y Limited, X Limited become the holding company, Y Limited become the subsidiary company. In our example, Y Limited has how much share? 10,000. X Limited acquired 6,000 shares. 10,000 total shares of Y Limited, out of which 6,000 shares were taken by X Limited. It means 60% shares of Y Limited are taken by X Limited. That's why X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is the subsidiary company. And what the company said 2013 says, a holding company has to prepare a combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss, combined cash flow statement of its own and its subsidiary. Company said 2013 says holding company has to prepare combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss account, combined cash flow statement. Here again, holding company means which has acquired more than 50% shares of subsidiary company. Holding company has to prepare combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss and cash flow statement. In our syllabus, we will normally see the question of combined balance sheet, which is known as consolidated balance sheet. And when holding company will prepare consolidated balance sheet, if holding company acquire more than 50% share, then only consolidated balance sheet is prepared. If holding company acquire more than 50% share, then only holding company will prepare consolidated balance sheet. If holding company acquires more than 50% shares, then only consolidated balance sheet is prepared. Because if they will not acquire more than 50% share, then we can't say them as a holding company. Because the rule for holding company is simple. If you want to become the holding company, if any company wants to become a holding company, then they have to acquire more than 50% shares of another company. That another company will be known as subsidiary, and this company will be known as holding company. So here we have seen the meaning, what is holding company. Now we will see some examples. So we clear this. the first thing which we have to do when we will solve the question of holding company is to calculate percentage holding. Percentage holding means one company has how much percent shares, means one company has acquired how much percent shares of another company. We have taken the examples of two companies X Limited and Y Limited. I had told that Y Limited has 10,000 shares in numbers and X Limited acquired 6,000 shares of Y Limited. It means the total number of shares of Y Limited has been divided in two parts. 6,000 has acquired by X Limited and remaining 4,000 has remained with Y Limited. That's why we have said that X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is subsidiary company. Because if any company purchases more than 50% shares of another company, that company becomes the holding company and another company becomes the subsidiary company. If we want to calculate the percentage, means that X Limited we know in numbers that X Limited acquired 6,000 shares of Y Limited and Y Limited has total shares of 10,000. If we calculate in terms of percentage, how we can calculate, and that is known as percentage holding. So formula of percentage holding is percentage holding ownership. Percentage holding is also known as ownership because once X Limited will acquire the shares of Y Limited, it means X Limited has ownership in Y Limited because the shareholders are the owners of the company. I told you earlier also, the person or a company or any entity who will purchase the share will become the owner of the company. So what is the formula of percentage holding or ownership? Number of shares of S company means subsidiary company purchased by H company means holding company, means how much share holding company has purchased of subsidiary company. In our case, holding company has purchased how much share? 6,000. Okay, divide by total number of shares of S company, means subsidiary company has how much share? In our case, subsidiary company has 10,000 share. Multiply by 100. If we calculate this, 6,000 divided by 10,000, what is 6,000? Number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company. It means number of shares of Y Limited purchased by X Limited is 6,000. Divided by total number of shares of Y Limited 10,000 multiplied by 100, it will come to 60%. Here also we have taken one example. X Limited acquired 7,500 shares of Y Limited out of total 10,000 shares. Suppose X Limited has acquired means purchased 7,500 shares of Y Limited out of 10,000 shares. Y Limited has total 10,000 shares, out of which 7,500 shares were purchased by X Limited. And what we have said, find percentage holding. So formula percentage holding equal to number of shares of S company purchased by X company means number of shares of Y Limited purchased by X Limited. So in our example, X Limited has purchased how much shares? 7,500. So 7,500 divided by total number of shares of subsidiary company means Y Limited. So Y Limited has total number of shares 10,000. So 7,500 divided by 10,000 multiply by 100 because we have to take a percentage. That's why we are multiplying with 100. If we calculate this, it comes to 75%, and 75% is more than 50%. More than 50%. Here X Limited become the holding company and Y Limited become the subsidiary company, and X Limited has to prepare consolidated balance sheet. Here it is written, yes, it is more than 50%. So X Limited holding company, X Limited becomes the holding company, has to prepare a consolidated balance sheet. So X Limited has to prepare the consolidated balance sheet. It means combined balance sheet of X Limited and Y Limited. It is our example number 1. So percentage holding formula: number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company. Number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company. In our case, holding company purchased 7,500 shares of subsidiary company. Holding company X Limited, subsidiary company Y Limited. Divided by total number of shares of subsidiary company. In our case, it was 10,000. Multiplied by 100, it comes to 75%. Sometimes this percentage comes in fraction. Comes in fraction, or we can say it comes in point. For example, 33.3333%, or we can say 21.67%, or we can say 51.75%. So, what we have to do in this case, never take percentage holding in fraction. It means never take it in point. We have written here, if percentage holding comes in fraction, then make it small, don't take a percentage. If percentage comes in points, or we can say percentage comes in fraction, then don't take it in fraction. Instead of this, make the number small, make it in the ratio. We have taken an example, X Limited acquire 2000 shares of Y Limited out of total 3000 shares. Y Limited has total number of shares 3000, out of which 2000 has been purchased by X Limited. We have to find percentage holding. Percentage holding formula equal to number of shares of S company purchased by X company means number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company. So in our case, holding company has purchased 2000 shares. So here it comes 2000 divided by total number of shares of subsidiary company. In our case, subsidiary company has how much share? 3000 total number of share. So 2000 divided by 3000 multiplied by 100. If we will solve this on the calculator, we will get the percentage as 66.67. And we have seen here that percentage holding, if it comes in fraction, then don't take a percentage, make it small. Here also we have written, don't take percentage holding like this in point, or we can say in fraction. If ever percentage holding comes in fraction or in point, never take the percentage holding in point or in fraction. Instead, what we can do, 2000 divided by 3000, forget multiply by 100 because we are not taking the percentage. If we will take percentage, then only we will multiply by 100. So 2000 divided by 3000, and if we make it small, it comes to 2 by 3. How it comes to 2 by 3? By cancelling all the 0. 2000 divided by 3000, it comes to 2 by 3. So whenever the percentage holding will come in fraction, don't take it in fraction, or we can say don't take it in point, make it small. Make it small, how much it is possible. Sometime we will see a case, 5000 shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company. So 5000 shares divided by total number of shares of subsidiary company was 8000. So 5000 divided by 8000, here also we will not take the percentage in point. We can make it small, 5 divided by 8. So this is the first concept of holding company, percentage holding. So whenever the question will come on holding company, the first thing what we have to do is to calculate the percentage holding, and the formula of percentage holding is number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company. In question we have to identify what is holding company and what is subsidiary company. So the formula comes number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company divided by total number of shares of subsidiary company, means how much total number of shares subsidiary company has, and multiply by 100. It is the formula of percentage holding. So what we have seen here, that what is the meaning of holding company? So holding company means a company which has control on another company. How holding company can have a control on another company? By controlling its board of director. How holding company can control its board of director? By acquiring more than 50% shares. We have taken two company, X Limited, Y Limited. We have seen how X Limited become the holding company and Y Limited subsidiary company, because X Limited has acquired more than 50% shares in Y Limited. That's why X Limited is holding company and Y Limited is subsidiary company. And what the companies say, the holding company has to prepare combined balance sheet, combined profit and loss account, and combined cash flow statement of its own and its subsidiary. And this combined balance sheet is known as consolidated balance sheet. And when holding company will prepare this consolidated balance sheet, if holding company acquire more than 50% share, then only consolidated balance sheet is prepared. If holding company acquire more than 50% share, then only this balance sheet will be prepared, consolidated balance sheet. Then we have seen how to calculate percentage holding. The formula is number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company divide by total number of shares of subsidiary company, multiply by 100. Why 100? Because we are taking percentage. If percentage holding comes in percentage without any fraction, then take in this way. And if the percentage holding comes in fraction, or if the percentage come in point, then don't take it in point, make it small, as we have seen in example number 2. So till now we have seen these two concepts, what is holding company and how we can calculate percentage holding. So you can copy this, then we will see further notes about the holding company. So please copy this, what is holding company and how we can calculate the percentage holding. Hope so you have copied this, and this was our first lecture on holding company, in which we have seen what is the meaning of the holding company and how we can calculate the percentage holding. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, what in meaning of the holding company or how we can calculate the percentage holding, then you can ask me in the comment box whatever is your doubt. And further theory about this chapter we will see in next lecture. So for today, for this lecture, it was this much, that what is the holding company and how we can calculate the percentage holding. Further notes we will take down in the next lecture. So thanks for watching this lecture. In next lecture we will continue further.